Pidgin live with Andy Boomatai. Ivala out plenty, that's no lie. That's what the Hammer Jang Gang like for see. When we tune in, we get that guarantee. Daily Pidgin live with Andy Boomatai. Turn on the camera and let 'em fly. He just give 'em no more plan. Like we always say, if can. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the ride as we spread aloha far and wide. Ooh, Hammer Jang Gang and the Daily Pidgin Live.
How's it, Gangi? And welcome to the Daily Pidgin Live. My name is Andy Boomatai, and I will be your chat moderator, JPO, hall monitor, whatever you like, call me. And here we practice aloha, which means that we are polite and courteous to each other. That's right. In fact, we always try and avoid the three calls. That's political, medical, and cynical. That's right. So if you are the type who likes to type in all caps and have flame wars with people who have different opinions, this may not be the show for you. Yes, we get plenty people here with opposing opinions, but we take the opinions that separate us and check them at the door when we take off our shoes. Because here we like concentrate on what brings us together, what we have in common. And that's why we call ourselves the Hammer Jang Gang. Now, Hammer Jang is Hawaiian Pidgin English for all bus up, all mix up, any kind. And that's why we call ourselves the Hammer Jang Gang. And when the rest of the world gets it together, they're going to be Hammer Jang Gang too. Okay, our guest today is actor Amy Hill. We'll be talking to her at about 4 o'clock. And we'd like to remind you that we are simulcasting in to Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch all at the same time, right? So our chat, everybody can see what everybody else saying. And that's the fun part, okay? So let's check it out. Let's go to the chat window right here. Okay, and what happens here is you will see on this side over here, that's all the chats from all the different platforms right there. So, hey, guess what? Let's say hello to a few people. Here's Susan R. saying, Amy Hill. That's right. Live on Skype right here. That's right. So let's say hi to Robert. Hey, there's Uncle Black. How's it, Tracy Doe? And here's Susan. How's it, Shakalaka? That's right. Whoo, don't can keep up. I know. The chat is moving like a swift, like we like say. And hey, there's Mary Testa. Hey, Wendell, how you, Beef Stew? And there's Miles. Tommy from the Facebook side. How's it? Okay, that's right. And Opai Elmodo here on the YouTube side, Charles K. And you will see once in a while people do this here. They just put K. Now those are lurkers that we ask, hey, I know you don't like type and say plenty stuff, but guess what? Try whack that K, hit send, let us know you all right. We call it the wellness check. And if you're having a good day, no shame, capitalize them, huh? Right there. Hey, how's it, Steven? Coming to us from the Twitch side right there, representing what we call the old dogs learning new tricks. And proud of it. Hey, aloha from Dallas. There's Aloha Stacks checking in from the Twitch side. Thanks, eh? And let's see who else is here. Steve Miyazaki. Hey, how's it, Andy? Oh, I'm fine, Steve. Hope you're doing okay. Here's Lori from the Facebook side. Hi, you, Lori. Aloha no. Yeah. And let's see. There's Donovan and Richard. This is what we call the romper room part. Remember when romper room used to go, and I see Mark, and Vicky, and Rick, and Opai Almodo, and E.T. Guerrero. But guess what? I have a lens in my magnifying glass, and we can recognize people like this. We put them over here. So again, this chat here, you can see Facebook, Twitch, whatever coming over here. And if you happen to be, let's say, watching on YouTube, you'll notice that the YouTube chat, right, I also has all the different, chats from different places. So if you like scroll, you can. Okay, let me turn the music up a little bit. This thing don't slide so smooth, but it's not bad. Okay. Oh, and Cisco says, I stay in stealth mode, but aloha hamajang gang, much love. Yeah, that's right. Now you notice here on Daily Pigeon Live, we speak small kind Pidgin. I go in and out, but for all you guys grew up Waihole Valley going, oh bro, your Pidgin sound kind of howly. Guess what? I know. Okay. And plenty people, who have migrated from Hawaii and found themselves speaking good English for 10, 20, 30 years and have to go back to speaking Pidgin, know what it's like. I know, but here, we try just, remind you small kind of what it used to be like in your Hanabara days. Okay, there we go. Hey, see, there's another K. Mahalo, Roy. So glad you're doing all right because I noticed you didn't capitalize on that. That's how, right there. Hey, how's it now saying, look, see how people say aloha to other people? How's it, Andre M? Right, and there's Itsuko Smith, another K. Oh, hey, Kim, how you? Wendell Smith, did I just see you on Virtual Okinawan Festival? Aloha here too. Oh, see that? Yeah, Kamuela man saying, how's it to Uncle Black? We are courteous and we love it when people say, how's it to us? Wow, check that avatar. That's a owl, I think, eh? Leilani Kilimoku, Kalea. Ooh, man, rough. Oh, the thing went off. Okay, I got saved. You saw that? Ooh. How's it, Midori? Rich, Hosaka, are you here? Oh, Midori looking for you, Rich. Let her know. And here's Tina Rose Cager. How's it, all my Hamajang gang? Yeah, see how we call each other my Hamajang gang? Because we want big old Hana over here, So, and if you are on the chat, guess what? There's no rules, whatever. You are part of the Hamajang gang. If you're here, if you chat, if you lurk, hey, we are all inclusive here. You get one ohana anytime you like. Just drop in, hit the K, and you're on your way. This is Jason Ito. He's in high school and frequents the Hamajang gang. We have people here of all ages. Yeah. In fact, I just interviewed Tegan, 13 years old, and her brother, 10 years old, on the chat episode, and it was popular. People just loved it. How's it, Lady Ann? Good to see you. Get the K going, huh? How's that? Having a nice day. Ooh, I haven't noticed the capitalization. How's it, Mark Hill? Hope everyone is having a great weekend. Yep, been pretty good. Ooh, there we go. Yes, right, Ira Z. We are restreaming. That's the program I use to, send this out to everyone. So, hey, if you're on Facebook, no shame, share them. You can. I think, and on Twitch, if you're on Twitch, you can, restream it on your page. I would appreciate it because we are trying to reach as many migrated Hawaiians, people who love Hawaii and people who just have an interest in Hawaii. We'd love to hear from you. How's it, Tracy D? How you? Looking good. Yeah, on the YouTube side, huh? How's it? Okay. If I miss your chat, Ekolamai, sorry, but that's why we do it over here, so you can still, kind of see your name on the screen if I miss, because believe me, this chat is moving quick like a swift. Hey, how's it, brother Bruce? One of the first guys who went over there to the Twitch side and represent the Hamajang gang. Brother Garrett. Hey, aloha, Andy. Were you paid regular at the Comedy Store? Were you a paid regular at the Comedy Store? Yes, I was. I played the main room often. You know, you get small kind of money for the, the OR, the original room, but on the main room we got paid. And again, it may be very different. I was there, I cannot remember how long ago it was, but yeah, we were there, and yes, I was. Okay, let's see. Uncle Black, how's it? Bambucha Bob, big hello. Oh, I love it when the people acknowledge each other. Uncle Andy, that was a great interview with the young bloods. Yeah, that's right. That's what we call them, the young bloods, the young people. I think we can include Jason Ito in that now. Hey, aloha from Pacific Nights Motorcycle Brother. How's it, Ace? Hey, long time. Yeah, I know. Well, we never ride long time, and you know why. But guess what? I get the text messages, and thinking about every once in a while, I start my bike up. Yeah, you hardly ride when you have to put the trickle charger on it, huh? Yeah, I ride a motorcycle, and that's the club I've been with for, I guess, about 6 years now, the Pacific Nights Motorcycle Club. We're a family club and do a lot of fundraising and that sort of thing. Hey, Brother Bruce, mahalo for a K right there. Huh? Oh, I love it when the lurkers give us the wellness check. Make us feel good knowing you are right. Andy, all those previous interviews, top 10, yeah. Yes, we had, let's see, I guess Wyland and, I can't remember. I shouldn't even do that because I know I'm going to let somebody, I'm going to miss somebody. But coming up here pretty soon, let's see, I talked to, whoever suggested that I get in touch with Jeffrey Meek. He and I did a national TV show called Raven years ago. I called him today and he said, brother, happy to do it. So we have Jeffrey Meek coming up. Like I said, today we have Amy Hill. She is currently on the new Magnum PI, right? Yeah, I know. We have Brother Vance, who does a lot of the music for our show. We have Jerry Lopez. We have Kamasami Kong. We have, he was a DJ here in Hawaii. Huge, a monster in the industry. Went on to work in Japan, where he's just as successful. We have Melvin Lead coming up, Lono. We have Steven Espanola is going to do our first Hana Ho interview, and he's going to teach us some that kind of ukulele. Yeah, he teaches music online, and everybody does everything online. Hey, Uncle Black. Oh, mahalo, thanks. Let me just give you the mahalo. That's right. That's the Daily Pidgin Show hero right here. Uncle Black is a big contributor to the show. In fact, he donated this tiki and that lamp. So this is the Uncle Black corner over here. Yeah, and Kamuela man made that ipo there, that small gourd. Yeah, I would show it to you, but I can't reach it. Kind of far away now. Yeah, but on Mondays, I guess we missed Junkinapo last Monday. We was Vala Allen with whoever was there. Ooh, Cheryl, that's me. Jeff was my public speaking teacher. Oh, is that right? Oh, that's nice, Cheryl. What a nice man. Yeah, even when he was the star of the show and everything revolved around him. You talk to him today, he's the exact same guy. That's what I like about brothers like that. In fact, last time I saw him, we were in Los Angeles. We hung out and, still the same. Hey, it's only high 80, low 90s, and not too much. We don't have AC by the bay. Oops, sounds like a private conversation. Avert your eyes. Avert your eyes. Yeah. Hey, thanks, Uncle Black, man of honor. Oh yeah, see how everybody say, hey, mahalo, Uncle Black. Thanks, Uncle Black. Whoo, yep. We got Lono too. Yep. And he sent me some music. I'm having trouble opening the file because I want to put something together and showcase his music. And he collaborated with Kenny Roberts, who I'm trying to get on the show also. He's another musician, and he sent me a funny song called Hard Shot. And it's about, sometimes life, give you one hard shot, but guess what? You gotta do your best and get past it. Hey, Kay from Arlington, Texas. How you, Kyle? Mahalo. Appreciate you dropping in and showing face in a Hammer Jang gang here. Ooh, mucho mahalo, Sango Black. Thanks, that's from C Honda right there, a regular on the show. Hey, aloha. See how everybody say aloha to Rick? Hey, how's it, Rick? Hey, how's it, Rick? Rick say, hey, I'm from Dallas. Guess what? Plenty of people. How's it, brother? Great to have you here. Hey, and how's it, Andy Bumatai too? Thank you, Susan R. Oh, yeah, you're going to be JPO. I appreciate the acknowledgement. But you know what? The Hammer Jang gang is the star here. Okay? So appreciate you all being here and chatting, planning. Because look here, here's Wild Willie. Vicky Osato, how's it? Right there. And look, she's rocking the Hammer Jang gang OG cup right there. Andy, show off to a great start. Good day. Yeah, I know, Uncle Black. The other day when I couldn't, we were talking to Kehow Jackson in Australia and she couldn't see me, I had to send her an email and apologize. It was my fault because I did what happened, pardon me getting a little geeky, you guys know who watch the Black Hat sessions know that I have one foot in that arena. But what happened was the Skype automatically updated and the new update isn't compatible with the new Mac update, so it won't recognize the camera. What I had to do was delete that version and find an old version and load it up, plus go into terminal and do some, geeky commands and, and get the whole thing working again. But I sent Kehow an email. My bad. I am sorry. I know. Ooh. And here's Wayne right here. Sup from Idaho, Andy. Kaleva here. How's it, Wayne? Kaleva here. How you, brother? Oh, I bet you over there only the Native Americans can say Kaleva by hair, and probably better than me. But can try, eh? That's how we do it right here. Can try. Ooh, gay from California. How you, Popolo, brother? Right? Look at that. 115 degrees. Kinda hot. Ooh. Sounds like a nightmare. Well, you know what? Miles, this is Medium 7-Up. His name is Miles. But Miles, the nightmare would have been if I couldn't figure it out, But anyone who watches the Black Hat sessions know I'm not stop till I figure that bugger out. Yeah, no technical issue gonna lick me. Gone fun it. That's right. Hey, hi Zenda. Hello from Hilo. Oh, and aren't you looking nice there? Oh, what? May Day celebration or getting married? Which one? Andy, all of this technical stuff is all you. I just watch. You're a smart man, Uncle Black. That's right. Hey, first time I see Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube in one chat room. I don't think Twitter is here, but I did post to Twitter today, and I have an Instagram account. That's how it is, nowadays. You got to be on everything. But I do them the smart way, simulcast. On Twitter and Instagram, I post, individually. But it all is, hey, no shame, come watch the Daily Pidgin live. We all right, We're not gonna, the kind scrap with you. Was perfect pronunciation. Oh, mahalo, Kaleva Hea. That's how. Ooh. you ever have people go, excuse me, how do you pronounce your name? and then you say, it's pronounced Wayne. That's what I would do, believe me. Bumatai. I had my bumma boom. You know, the one that always gets me is people see Bumatai, and this is particularly on the mainland, and they say boomerang. They look at it, they go, Andy, boomerang? I'm going, where do you get the R and the G? But I have been called worse. That's right. Multi-spectrum chat and show. Andy reaching out to all the spectrum. Yeah, that's, Andre, that's part of what we're trying to do, serious, like when you look at the chat on YouTube, for instance, and you can see what the Facebook people said, so you can scroll. I just feel that brings, people together. Like even this chat, that's what it's doing, but you can't scroll it. You can't, go, what he said, and go back and see what Facebook or Twitch or whatever. I know it's geeky, but you know what? I think it helps, remind us that we're all in this together, right? That's why anytime you feel bad, you just gotta think, what? Everyone is going through this. So again, it's one of the things we have in common, right? Ooh, do good you on the techie stuff. Right on. Oh, I appreciate that. Thank you. And for those of you who like that stuff, I don't really announce it, but every once in a while, about 8 o'clock, I do what we call the black hat session. You'll see me come online, and I'm wearing a black ball cap. That just reminds people that, this is not going to be one show. This is going to be one techie. In fact, I created a what they call it, a playlist, and I'm starting to put the black hat sessions there. I know. Ooh, hey, look at this. Woohoo! I'm the first one to comment. Really? Wow. Okay. Congratulations, Richard. I don't know. Personally, I saw some other comments before yours, but you know what? Thanks, Dad. Yay, me. Yeah, Richard, congratulations, right? Yeah. Hey, you gotta take the wins you can. Put that in the win column there, Richard, and enjoy. Hello. How are you, Lori? Aloha no. And hi, Midori. Hi. Yeah, there we go. Okay, let's see who else we got here. I'm doing pretty good at keeping up with the chat, even though it's from all the areas here. Hey, how's it, everybody? Hard for me type with one finger on my phone. I love you all. Oh, thank you, C. Brown, so much. Yeah, that's how how's it, aloha, Mark Hill, and aloha, Mark Hill. Hey, how's it, Andy and the gangy? Kevin Fraser, good to see you, bro. Yeah, that's one of the regulars here. I can tell because I spockenized their avatar plan here. Hi, you, Mona. Aloha from Sullivan County, New York. Oh, wow, New York. Let's see, what time is it for you there? About almost 9 o'clock, huh? Coming up. Whew, pretty soon, what? You come on a while, moi, eh? Time for go sleep, like that. But appreciate you being here while you can, Hey, aloha, Uncle Black. See that? Uncle Black says, how's it to Mark? Mark says, hey, shaka, Uncle Black. Going back and forth. We just love it. How everybody, oh, watch out. Look, I don't know what's going on with Oscar. Ooh, but look, whoa, yeah, maybe, maybe he's mimicking his dog when the siren go off. You ever had that? Your dog is in something like a police car go by. Ooh, yeah, could be. I don't know. Everybody get their own. Hey, how you stay been, brah? Aloha, Andy. Oh, Johnny, very good. I'm doing well. And when I get here on the show, I gotta tell you, I feel even better. Yeah, when you see all the aloha being thrown about by the Hamajang gang. Whew, look at that. And here's Lois. Aloha, Andy, from Duncan, Oklahoma. Yeah, thanks, Oklahoma. Hey, what is, Esk? Oh, I don't know, Kamuela man. You're going to make about 5 posts and finish that word. I'm hoping he does. Hey, aloha, Andy. How's it? Oh, I'm good, Miles. Saw your ukulele song on the Daily Pigeon Live group on Facebook. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, make sure you have that ukulele handy when we have Steven Espanola. Yeah, he told me, Andy, bust out your ukulele, and I'll pretend you're the student. I said, oh man, that'll make everybody else you teach feel good. So we may try it, but after seeing you play, Miles, I don't know, now suddenly I'm getting a little gun shy. Oh, looks like 42 followers on Twitch. Maybe hit 50 by the end of tonight's show. Oh, that would be nice. Yeah, what we're talking about for you guys that don't know, hey, what's up, brother Bruce? Andy and the Hamajang Gang, that's from the Twitch side. On Twitch, if you get to what they call affiliates, status, you have to have 50 subscribers. You have to, post 7 days in a row. You have to have an average of 3, and there's all this stuff. And when you reach that, then you can offer the people who watch more things. But mostly it's about the Hamajang Gang, like show all the young people on Twitch that the old dogs are learning new tricks. That's how. Hey, look, we went to 53 right there. Oh, look, Susan R. all excited. Oh, we're getting close to 4. Come on, bring in Amy Hill already. Okay, well, maybe we'll try to do that, right? Okay, so, no can keep up. Robert, do your best. That's all anyone can ask. And believe me, you are not talking to an empty room, because I am looking at this chat, and again, this bugger is moving quick like a swift. Ooh. And the Hamajang Gang from hot LA. How are you? Oh, hey, there's Steven. Hey, how's it, gangy? I'm a twitching. Thanks. Mahalo. We're asking, if you can, go over to the Twitch side, represent the Hamajang Gang. Hi, Lori. How are you? Oh, what a nice smile on your avatar there. Oh. Okay, so now I'm going to try to get to the bottom of the chat so that I can bring in, I'd love to see the Twitch sides because we hardly see that. Hi, you, Barbarian81, is that how you say it? I know, these, oh man, I gotta rip. Okay, hold on, you guys. I gotta really go to the bottom here because we're gonna bring in Amy, okay? Hey. Oh, and look, here's Mark. No forget, false crack the like button. Yep, that's for the people on the YouTube side. Okay, so let me see if I can bring in Amy Hill here. Hold on. I'll go on. Hit the button. Cross your fingers, gang. Never worked so good last time. Is that Amy? Oh,
it all works.
Yeah, well, I don't know. We haven't seen you yet. I'm crossing my fingers. Pip.
It's working.
Ladies and gentlemen, Amy Hill. How are you, Amy?
Yay.
Yeah, it's so nice to see you again. Are you in Hawaii?
Yes, I am.
Okay, and I'm guessing the show is on hiatus now?
We're starting up production. I had my first COVID test yesterday, and I'm negative.
Oh, yay.
And my wardrobe fitting is next week. I had my cast physical. I'm in good shape.
Yeah, great.
So we're starting.
Yeah, there we go. Here, let me. A few of the Hamajang Gang would like to say aloha. Here. Aloha, Amy Hill. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
And then here's Pualani.
I love Andy.
Oh, thank you.
Hey.
That's Pualani.
Well, from the Twitch side.
That's right.
Twitch. I met the guy who started Twitch once.
Did you?
I did. I had dinner with him, and he told me he was Twitch was his thing, and I was like, "What's that?" talking about. And he tried to explain it. And I was like, okay, all right, that sounds like something. I don't understand.
And you said,
He was very sweet.
Oh, and you said, you can twitch, just don't do it in public.
Don't do it in public. People might think it's Tourette's.
Okay, and here we go. Here's Mona, and she says, hello, Amy.
Hi, Mona.
Look, I'm just going to rip through these because if we stop for every one, you know. Oh, hi, Amy. Mahalo for joining us.
Yay!
Yeah, look at this, Mark Hill.
Mark Hill, you know I have a cousin named Mark Hill.
There we go. And this is
But I don't think you are.
Wendell.
You are, cuz. Hey.
Look at this. I could. We could do the whole show of just people just.
Aloha. I'm happy to be with the Hamajang gang.
Yeah.
From Texas.
From Texas, and this is Jason, and he's in high school.
Aww,
Yeah,
that's so sweet.
Charles, hey, aloha,
Hey,
Amy.
Charles.
Oh,
You're
here.
in Los Angeles, right? Yeah. Yay.
Yeah, look at this. Aloha, Amy.
I love the show too. Andy's amazing.
Oh, thank you.
I did meet Mr. Twitch. I have his card, I think, still.
Wow.
He's a very nice guy, and he was talking about he was going to be making more content, like making his own shows.
Yeah.
Which I don't understand any of it, but
well,
you know,
well,
he's a bazillionaire now.
But if you would like to give me that number, I would appreciate it.
I know. I don't know. I'm a hoarder, so I know I have it somewhere.
Okay, don't worry about it. Now, tell me, how different the Magnum PI show now is the preparation with the Rona?
Well, every day before I go to set or before I go do anything, I have a wardrobe fitting next week and hair and makeup meeting. I have to fill out a form online that's asks me questions about how I feel, if I've been in contact with anybody, blah, blah, blah. And then I have to, when I get to set, before I can go in the gates, they are going to check my temperature.
Wow.
And I have to show them that I tested negative.
Oh my goodness! You know,
yeah, it's good.
Yeah, no, it's
Yeah.
It's wonderful. It's just such an. I guess we're calling it the new normal, huh?
Well, you know, it doesn't. It takes a little bit more time, but it feels like we're going to be in a bubble, which is safer than outside the bubble. So as long as I'm working, I think I'll be fine. And I really don't. You know, I'm in that dangerous age where I'm not supposed to, like, I don't want to be in touch with anybody, so I barely leave my condo.
Yeah, that's what I say to people. I said, you know, I'm the bullseye on the Rona dartboard.
Exactly. Yes. Well, yeah, I don't have any underlying conditions. I'm just old. Just old enough to be old. When they said, you know, people over 60, I went, what? 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 And then when they said people over 60 can shop at special hours, I was like, oh yeah, good. I'm over 60.
Yeah, great. You know, I told this story before, but I remember having lunch with my mother, right? And she turned to me and said, "Isn't it nice when mother and son can both get senior discount?"
That's hilarious. It's such a, I know, it's very sweet, very an intimate time together.
It is.
Mother-son time.
You know, we were talking yesterday about if you ever have to fill out some form online and they ask your the year you were born and you end up like scrolling endlessly.
It takes forever. You're like going like this, and then sometimes you go past it and you go, oh wait, I gotta go back.
Yeah. You know, you've been on so many episodic shows as guests. I know you've been series regular. You know, going back to Margaret Cho's show. What was it? All American Girl. What was that like?
Well, it was mind-bending because I knew Margaret from before, and I remember being in San Francisco at some Asian American function, and she did her stand-up, and I thought, wow, she has a special, unique voice. I hope that one day she'll leave. You know how people stay in town? They don't
Yeah.
like move around a lot. So I thought, I hope one day she leaves San Francisco and goes out and people will see her talent. And then like a couple months later, she's in LA and she's like, Amy, I have a deal with ABC and I'd love you to be on the show. And I'm thinking, wow.
Yeah. Wow.
She took care of that.
Yeah.
Check that off the list. And then I auditioned to play her character. Her mother character was so much like my mother character. People were all like, oh my God, she stole your character. And I said, no, I think a lot of immigrant mothers are like that. So, it's not like they're so distinct. But I loved when I read the script, the grandma character was much more interesting. And the mother character would just be, they'd just be antagonists. So the grandma was more fun. She had a lot more leeway and kind of crazy, which was more like my mother and actually more like her mother. Her mother was so cool. So, but they were like, well, you're not old enough to play that character. And I said, well, I could do it.
Yeah.
I could do it.
Yeah.
And they took a chance because Margaret really pushed for me. I owe everything to Margaret.
Oh.
She had my back the whole time. And when we shot the pilot, they were constantly telling me that I was on probation.
Oh.
And so I thought, well, it could go either way. I might as well just have fun. So I did, had fun.
Yeah.
And it all worked out. I just had the best time on that show.
Well, you must be so used to people saying, you're way too young for this part, but we'll give you a shot.
Well, I tell you, my whole career is sort of unexpected. After that character, people were so open and receptive to me, and people who were African American, Jewish, they all came up and said, you're just like my grandma. You're just like my mom.
Yeah.
So if you play a character, even if it has an accent or whatever, if you play the character with authenticity, people can resonate with it because it's real to them.
Yeah.
And it reminds them of people that they have in their lives because it's a real person.
Yeah. We were talking to Kehau Baisho, a comic here from Hawaii who's now in Australia recently, and she said that when she got to Australia, she was worried about, the whole Hawaii thing not translating, and a comic there said, everyone has that grandmother, everyone has that uncle, everyone has that everyone, so Don't worry about it.
If you are honest about what you're doing, people get it. They hear it, they can laugh. I mean, they might not laugh on the same beat that you're expecting, but they will eventually. It's really wonderful.
Yeah.
When
you've certainly done a lot of series regular roles, but you've also done a lot of guest roles in different episodics, And let me just be a fanboy here a second and ask you, what was the set of Friends like?
Well, it was great. It was really interesting because I had just adopted my daughter a week before I got the call saying, oh, you've been cast on Friends. And I had no babysitter. I just got her, so I had nothing in place. And literally, Brooke Lee, who you had on last week, was sitting in my living room playing with my daughter, like massaging her legs, because that's a thing, I guess. You massage the legs so they'll come out straight. I don't know. She's doing some kind of aerobics with her. She's a week old. And I said, oh, God, what am I going to do? And she said, I'll watch her.
Oh.
And that was such a gift. Brooke Lee took care of my daughter. I mean, she did so much for me that first, forever. She still does a lot for me. She's one of my best friends forever. But that gave me comfort when I went to set because I hadn't, I didn't really know what I was going to be in for because Friends was such a huge show.
Yeah.
And what was interesting was, because it was already in the maybe third or fourth season, I'm not sure exactly how far down the line it was, but none of the regular cast was there.
Huh.
No, I rehearsed with their stand-ins until I think maybe the day of
Wow.
taping.
Wow.
Suddenly they all showed up. Now, David Schwimmer was the director, and he was really wonderful because,
Yeah.
he's an actor.
Sure.
So he was really considerate and lovely to work with. Um, but, it was all of a sudden, everybody was there,
Wow.
and I thought, how are they going to get this shit together?
Yeah.
And they were, they just, because they'd done it so much and the characters were written for them,
Yeah, sure.
and they're actually quite talented and professional.
Yeah.
We rehearsed it and then we taped it.
Wow. I've never heard of a show that the stand-ins do all the rehearsing. I guess you get to that point. Is that it?
Well, I've been on other shows that have been, maybe in their fourth or fifth season. I did Two and a Half Men, and Charlie
Wow.
Sheen wasn't there for the whole week until tape day because he was busy fighting
He was
doing some
hardly
court
there for
stuff
the
in Colorado.
series.
He had a bad week.
Yeah,
But he
yeah.
showed up, he knew his lines,
Oh, wow,
rehearsed,
yeah.
did the taping.
Hey, we have a question. Rick
Yeah.
Iwamoto wants to know. He says, Amy, are you ever going to work with Adam and Drew again?
I would love to work with those two. They are the best people, just human beings in the world. They're so talented, but so kind and generous and good. So I would do something with them in a heartbeat. And they often bring people along with them. Like I know Rob Schneider has worked with Adam. They're good friends and they've worked together a lot. Yeah. And I think the producers and a lot of the people on their shows are the same people. I did work on Santa Clarita Diet, but I didn't work with Drew.
Speaking of Rob, here's Deb saying 51st Dates,
Aww.
the best.
It was such a good experience.
Oh.
Yeah, and I brought my daughter. My daughter has she was like 3, so she didn't care about who Adam was.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I'm like, now I'm going, Adam and you, hung out with Adam. And she's like, really?
Yeah. When you're on a set like 51st Dates, is there any feeling that it would be as iconic as it's become?
No. Never knew. Never. I've been on shows and I've been on movies. Just before 51st Dates, I did Cat in the Hat. Yeah. And while I was doing Cat in the Hat, they kept telling me, this is going to change your life. This is going to be, your whole career is going to take off after this. And I've heard that many, many, many times before. Yeah. So my feeling is always like, just do the work, try to have fun, be professional, show up, know your lines, because you don't know what's going to come out of anything. So you just do the best you can with every experience and try to have as much fun in every experience.
Here's Carlos saying, love this.
Oh, I'm so glad. Thank you.
There we go. And here we go. Another one. Here's Marilyn. 51st Dates. Love. Look at that.
I get lots of residuals from 51st Dates.
Yay.
That's the gift that keeps on giving.
Here's Susan R. Amy, was it fun playing a villain or on Just Add Magic?
Yes, it was. Of course, I never thought of her as a villain. I just thought she was a very very narcissistic person, that she was really just worried about what she wanted in life and was not aware that her actions affected anybody else. And I don't think she really cared. So it was so much fun. And I got to, it was a show about magic. So I was a witch.
Yeah. And
that's fun. So I got to do just fun stuff. And it was really well written and very well acted. Everybody on that show was wonderful.
From an an actor's standpoint, I can really tell why you did so well when you said, I didn't think of the person as a villain, because villains don't think they're villains. They just think they're doing the best they can to improve the world,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes in my real life, I think I worry too much about how I, you know, hurt somebody, or if whatever I'm doing is going to affect somebody, that sometimes I have to pull back and say, look, you got to live your own life. You can't make decisions based on how it's going to hurt somebody or bother somebody, because oftentimes they don't even care.
Yeah. Here's Fritz Santos, and he's saying, "This is making my day. I still watch 50 First Dates. Love
I
you
tell
guys."
you, that is so great. A lot of people tell me that, people met on, went on a date watching 50 First Dates, and they got married, because it's just meant a lot to a lot of people, and that makes a huge, it makes me so happy.
Yeah. What kind of formal acting training? You went to a pretty good acting school, didn't you?
I did. I started training when I was in high school. I was in the drama class, and I did every play.
Wow.
In some fashion. I was so immersed, but I did mostly drama when I was younger. And then I moved to Tokyo and went to school there. And then I remembered I wanted to be an actor, and I moved back to San Francisco. And I studied at ACT, American Conservatory Theater.
Wow.
But at the same time, I was a part of the Asian American Theater Company, which was just starting out in San Francisco, which was doing only new work created by new playwrights. And we were all new. And it was so exciting. David Henry Wong, who won his Tony Award, now he's like an icon of the Asian American theater genre. But, we were all there learning it as we go. And so I got so involved with that, I dropped out of ACT.
Wow.
But we were connected to ACT, so we got master classes from them, and then, I've always loved just taking classes, and it was also the beginning of improvisational theater there for me. Yeah. So I started taking improv classes. I was poor, but I was so happy because I was doing theater, creating theater, and it was, our stories. So it made me feel like powerful about that. And then the improv was also telling stories, because they wanted us to create characters that were part of our lives. So that's where my mother's character came into being, because I started pulling from my own experiences.
I have to tell you, it's so much fun to watch the passion well up in you when you talk about acting like that.
I love it.
Yeah. And look at this here. Susan R. says, I agree with Andy, Amy. You are a true actor. Always love watching your work. How's that?
Thank you so much.
Here's Donna. Love you, Amy.
Oh, thank you.
Isn't that
I love
fun?
you all.
Yeah. Do you ever have any? I had a thought here. Let me think for a sec. Oh, I know what it is. You were talking about Asian actors. Mulan is coming along, right? Have you seen the trailers on that? Jason Scott Lee.
Well, I watched it. Oh, on
did you?
Friday.
Wow.
I did. I watched the opening.
Listen, I have not watched it, but just on the trailers, I'm going, I want to see Jason Scott Lee.
He is hot and sexy, I gotta say. I fell in love with him years ago. I've met him. We're not, good friends.
Yes.
But I think of him as a compatriot, because he's also, he's a true artist. He really is. Yeah. Takes everything very seriously. And I love that he basically quit. He quit.
Yeah.
And moved to the Big Island.
Yeah.
And he was like I think he still maybe does when he's not acting, Eastern medicine. Eastern
philosophy.
Well, he studied healing arts of some sort. Mm-hmm. So I think he's able to heal people.
Okay. Here's an odd request. Here, you're gonna have to read this one yourself.
Hi, big squirrel nuts. I'm thinking that might not be your actual name, but
Yeah. He lives in the forest and does a lot of natural type things with and he watches the show on his phone from a little
Oh,
cabin out there where he's doing his own thing, and
he's off the grid, except
off
for
the
he
grid.
has his phone.
Yeah. Well, he's got to watch the show.
That's right.
That is an absolute must. Yeah.
Yes.
So, when you're on an episodic like, you know, um, space Magnum PI, right?
Yes.
Is it? Do you ever worry about, this is going to make me that typecasting? I guess is the word I'm looking for.
No, because I think over the course of my career, I've been sort of pigeonholed. Like after All American Girl, I was getting offered a lot of old ladies,
Yeah.
and then I would go in and they'd say, "What? You're not old?" And I'd say, "Yeah, I was acting."
Duh.
So, and then for a while there, I was a lesbian.
Yeah.
It was interesting how that happened. And then, because they go, "Oh, she's such a good lesbian. Let's get her in here for a lesbian."
Oh.
And then for a while, when there was a guy part,
Yeah.
they would say, "Let's bring in Amy." I played a lot of characters that were written for men.
Yeah.
And for a while, I was like, "Oh man, no wonder I don't have a boyfriend," because I'm so masculine myself.
Yeah.
And then for a while, I was a therapist, a psychologist for many characters.
Okay.
So it sort of happens where but it doesn't bother me because I feel like as long as there's some challenge involved
Yeah.
and there's a way for me to create another character within that genre of whatever they want me to do,
Yeah.
I'm happy with it, because whether I'm an immigrant woman or a therapist or a lesbian, they don't
or a
come
man.
exactly the same. Yeah, or a man. They don't
But you
come
know what?
exactly.
Amy, that's
the same.
high.
They're all different.
But that's high compliment that the part would be written for a man, and they're thinking, you know what, Amy could change this and make it work.
I know. One time, I swear, I'm not sure. I feel like my memory might be wrong, but I know it was a big famous black guy and me were going out for this to network for a part. I think it was LL Cool J before he was on NCIS.
Yeah.
But he was there and I was there and we were going out and I won.
Wow. Yay! Yay, Amy.
The part was written for Danny DeVito type.
Oh.
And yeah, boy.
Here's Carl Fukara. Can you read that? It says, Amy, you are a true icon.
Thank you so much, Carl.
Oh, look at this. And here's
So
Mona.
sweet.
Mona.
I
Yeah. Hey guys.
love you.
Hey Hamajang gang. When you comment, maybe you might add where you're from, so so Amy will know. If you can, you guys. Hey, hi Amy.
Ken.
Met you at Cruisin' for Katie.
Oh yes, I was there.
Yes.
Oh, that was such a good event.
And,
It would be nice if we have them again.
What was that?
Well, I was at a pool at the Colina it was at Colina, what's that, Aulani Resort. My friends were staying there and I went to visit and then this guy came over and he said, "Oh, I just love your work." And then we started talking and his daughter had just passed away from a brain tumor.
I was there. I think I was there, Amy. And yeah, and he created a fund for her or something.
Yes.
Yes.
And so he said, "Well, my daughter, we're going to do a fundraiser for, kids with this same problem."
Oh yeah.
Andy, you were there too?
Yes, I think again. Ray said, and it was there.
Each other.
And I
Well,
remember
you were
it.
there with your motorcycle.
Yeah, I was there with the.
But I came in early and I did,
Yeah.
whatever they wanted me to do. I was so happy to be,
yeah.
there. And I just, those kinds of things are really touching to me. If there's anything I can do,
Right.
I will do it.
You know, that's the thing about, you know, I ride with a motorcycle club, and people don't
Right.
realize that the motorcycle clubs, you know, they raise more money and do more fundraising, you know,
Right.
way more. Here's here's Fritz, and he says, hey, also loved you in Next Friday.
That's right.
Ho Kim.
That's another one that was, you know, it's surprising because I remember getting the call and I thought, you know, when I read the script, I didn't even understand most of the words because it's been so long. High school, I knew I could speak, you know, inner city talk, but everything's changed. So when I read it, it was like peace out and the John Blaze and all this language. And I was asking people, what's that mean? What's that mean? And they, you know, they filled me in. And I remember going to set, an Ice Cube was like, you know, feel free to improvise. And I thought, I can't improvise words I don't know. So I said, you know, you tell me what to say and I'll say it.
Here's Kuuipo Bridges, and she's saying, you know, when you lived in Tokyo, did you have an opportunity to connect with any family there? Do you speak Japanese?
I do speak Japanese. Hanasemasu yo.
There you
Uchi
go.
no haha wa Nihonjin desu.
And here's
I went
Vicky.
to Sophia University for I lived there for 7 years, married a Japanese man. It was like a whole nother life.
Yeah. Here's Vicky Asato.
Yes.
I don't know if you can read that.
I did a lot of research, and I'm still doing research because I never know where my character is headed.
Yeah.
So in this season, already I'm speaking more Hawaiian, olelo, than I have ever spoken. And I also am doing more cultural storylines. So Brooke is my first line of defense. I will send her the script and say, does this look plausible? And then she'll tell me, oh, this is good, and that's weird or whatever. And then I can approach the writers and say, well, you know, what if we change this or this? Because I have a sense of, because I'm also a writer, I sort of understand what needs to be done or can be done without ruining what they've already done. But I also want to maintain authenticity in my character as much as possible.
Aside from Hawaiian, do they ever want you to speak Pidgin English?
Well, you know, I'm looking forward to, I think, because Brooke and other people that I know, when they're speaking in a business world, they don't speak with a Pidgin accent. I sort of I try to soften my R's and those kinds of things to just make her reasonable. But I'm hoping that I'll have, like, you know, scenes with my cousins or, you know, whatever, and then I could do Pidgin. Because when I was in not Hawaii, 51st Dates, I had more of a Pidgin accent, which I love to do, but, you know, I want it to be appropriate. So I'm with my cousins and hanging out with people that are, you know, when I'm off.
Sure. I was on a show one time, you know, and the director, you know, I was doing a local character, right? And the director says, okay, Andy, how would you say, hey, Amy, where are you? How would you say that in Pidgin? Let's try that. Okay, hold on, rolling. Got action. Hey, Amy, where you stay? What? Cut. I'm sorry. Where you stay? I don't get it. Let's try that again. Can you make it? Okay. Amy, what? You stay over here. No, that won't work. And it kept evolving till finally it was, Amy, where are you? That's it.
Exactly.
Perfect. We got it.
You know, I mean, I've been in this business long enough to know, like, Filipino accent. When I was on Crazy Ex-Girlfriend, I was really excited because I thought maybe they'll let me do a Filipino accent. And when I got the script, the writer called me and said, would you mind doing a Filipino accent? And I went, what? Yes, I would love to do a Filipino accent.
Oh, that's
but
great.
I knew that I had to keep it still understandable.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's something I understand.
Well, you know, Joe Coy made a career of that. How are you, my friend? Here, we got a lot of questions here. I want to get to
Okay.
them here. Hold on. It says, oh, well, first of all, Wendy. Hey, aloha, Amy from Okinawa, right?
Whoa, yeah.
Yeah,
You know
there
what?
you go.
I did a character on stage who was Okinawan, and I learned Okinawan. Of course, I've forgotten it now.
Wow.
I only have, certain parts of my brain that will hold that stuff. But that was exciting.
Here's Lake Villa, Illinois.
Wow,
And yeah,
Mary.
and then let's see. I'm
Aloha.
kind of there. Aloha and welcome. And here's Georgetown, Texas, right?
Yeah,
And
wow, that's exciting.
yeah, it's all we're all over here. And then I'm trying to and here. Aloha, Amy from Denver. I am enjoying adding a bunch of your movies to my list.
Oh, thank you so much.
Oh, listen, Amy, you are an inspiration. Do what you love and the money will follow.
That's what they say, and it's turned out okay.
Okay, wait, I want to get to these. Andy Bumatai, you guys should get together and do a show all in Pidgin. Wow.
Well, I'm not. I have to. No.
Yeah.
It's like
And
when
almo-
Ice Cube said, "Oh, go ahead and improvise."
Well,
I gotta do research for that.
Well, you know what? And it's funny. I'm the opposite side of the coin of that. Once what I do, what we call, the migrated Hawaiians.
Right.
The Pidgin tends to fade. I'm guessing the same is with Japanese and Okinawan and the other languages.
Oh yeah, it all. My mother, when she passed away, there was no real use for Japanese. So
Yeah.
I don't speak as well as I used to. But when I was, with my mother every day, when I lived in Japan, it was like I dreamed in Japanese. So everything was
Wow.
Japanese. It was not a big deal.
Yeah.
But then when I spoke to my mother, then it became kind of a different kind of Japanese because it was really conversational about whatever we wanted to talk about. But when she passed, I don't use it,
Yeah.
but I can understand it. So if people are talking about me, I'm like, hey.
Oh. Here's a question
But
from
they not mean.
Here's a
Yeah.
question from Ku'uipo. Have you met Joe Coy?
No, I adore him. I would love to be in his circle of friends.
Yeah.
Andy, you know Joy, I bet.
No,
Joy.
Joe. Yeah, I met him once briefly. We don't go bowling or anything, but we kind of
No.
know who each other is. And it's funny because a lot of guys go, Andy, I remember when you were on doing Showtime specials and putting up with heat because you were doing Filipino accents. And here comes Joe Coy afterwards and makes a career out of it. It's just a matter of time.
Yeah, well, if we bring our mothers into it, like Margaret and her mother,
Yeah,
my
sure.
mother I would throw her, that character, into
Yeah.
any improv. If there was a problem with the scene, they'd say, Amy, go in. Mrs. Hill's needed. And Mrs. Hill would go in, and I would be channeling her.
Yeah, exactly.
The way their thought process is slightly different. So, I think it's a wonderful celebration of these immigrant women that came. I don't want my mother's,
Oh.
the mothers that we have that speak with Pidgin or accents, I don't want them to disappear because they're a big part of our lives.
Exactly.
And when I was growing up, I was totally embarrassed by her, but I grew to say, thank you, Mom.
Here's
Thank
Keone
you.
Nunes. Aloha mai, Amy from Thailand.
What?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Aloha.
Hey,
I love Thailand too.
Amy, you did stand-up comedy, didn't you, at one time?
I only did people always thought I did stand up, but what I did was I would just talk. I would like MC stuff, but I never had material.
Oh.
I'd just be me talking about whatever, but I never had a set. And I often, if I started maybe to do this one thing where I'm a hoarder, so I always have a lot of stuff. So I would just pull stuff from my gift closet and things that people gave me and things that I'd bought and then I couldn't even give to anybody because I thought, why did I buy this? So I started giving stuff away whenever I performed.
Yeah.
Because I thought, well, if they don't enjoy the show, they'll get stuff.
Yeah. Oh, the show wasn't that good, but I
they
picked
got
up.
stuff for free.
That's funny. They're leaving the show going, she wasn't that funny, but I got a Cuisinart.
But I got Christ Jesus on the cross. It's a fishbone.
Yeah.
Or I got a glass eye from somewhere in the Midwest. Or I got, weird stuff. When I travel, I buy stuff.
Oh.
So, but I did a stand-up special for Quentin Lee where I thought when he asked me that if he wanted me to, I thought it was 6 stand-ups doing 10 minutes each. And then just before we shot, I said, so how much time do you need? And he goes, an hour. And I said, I don't do stand-up.
Yeah.
I don't have an hour of material. And I have stand-up friends.
Wow.
That take forever. It's a
Yeah.
long haul of doing shows all over the country
Yeah.
before they have an hour's worth of material, before they even have 15 minutes of material.
Exactly.
This can't happen. And so I approached it as a solo show. So I wrote material and I just rehearsed like a regular show with the director, and I just kept writing, throwing things out, and I ended up with about an hour set. But I also brought stuff
Yeah.
to give away at the end.
You remember Shirley Hemphill
Yes.
from What's Happening? Yeah. She would come to Hawaii often, and we became pretty good friends. And I saw her at the Comedy Store many times. She'd walk on stage, say, "Turn up the lights. Hey, how you doing?" Never had an act. Never wrote an act. So you know what I mean? And she was wildly popular. Amazing. Did you ever hear the story about how she got that gig?
No.
I'll give you the condensed version, because she told me this. She says she was a maid and she was doing Flip Wilson's room, and he called down and said, after the maid left, my Rolex was missing, right? Exactly. So they called her back up to the room. It had fallen behind the desk. She found it and said, and he felt so bad that he said, "Here's a couple tickets to my Flip Wilson show." Remember when he was doing that, right?
Yeah.
She went there, she watched, and she said, I could do that. And okay, meanwhile, they're casting What's Happening, right? And one of the lady was playing the mother passed away. And just before they had to do principal photography, they had to find someone to play the part that she got. They went down to the Comedy Store. She was there. Second night she ever worked the room. The guy goes, "She's perfect," because she was up there, doing her, lights up thing. Got the gig. Boom. She.
Wow.
We're driving around the island in Hawaii. She turned to me and she says, "I am the luckiest person on earth." I mean, is that an amazing story?
Yeah. You see people and you meet people who could do that because they're just innately funny. You just feel like you're so entertaining just to hang out with, but it's a different animal.
Yeah.
Those clubs, because when I lived in San Francisco, Rob Schneider was around. And
Sure.
I remember I did one set because somebody asked me to do stand-up for a fundraiser. And I thought, okay, I'll write material. This is before laptops, so I had to write it like by hand. And
oh no, not
but
that.
I went to remember Cole? What was it was called the Well, I'm sure you've been to San Francisco. Anyway, it was this comedy club that also did improv, so they let me go on because they knew me from improv stuff. And I remember backstage I was with Rob, and just as I walked out, he said, "Don't do anything your friends laugh at," which was everything that I had.
What? I don't understand.
That is fucked up.
What?
So then I walk on stage and I'm thinking, I have nothing.
Yeah.
But I started the thing, and then somebody in the audience started talking to me, and I said something back to them, and the whole room just laughed.
Yeah.
And then I just I have no memory of anything I did, but the room was laughing, and it was all good. And I barely could walk off because there were steps. I remember my legs were like jello going down the steps, and I thought, I'm never doing this again. This is terrifying. But
Here's a
Rob, as I walk on stage, don't do anything your friends think is funny.
well, you know what? Comics have a way of that was on purpose. He was
I
worried about
know. I know,
following you.
Rob.
But
But
here's Gil Soto. Amy, what are some of your favorite movies and shows?
well, here's the thing. Because I think I like to observe. I love documentaries and reality TV. The first season or the first beginnings of reality TV, when they aren't aware of the camera following them,
Yeah.
where their true nature comes out. I like what, because I'm a voyeur,
Yeah.
and I like to see how people are.
Yeah.
And
You know,
then, yeah,
Sam Kennison, may he rest in peace, had a great
yes,
line. He goes, I love documentaries, because you're out there and you see those starving people and what they're living and what they got to go through to get water. And you're thinking in the back of your mind, the crew could throw them something from craft service. you know, that's the
he's
one.
a good man.
Yeah,
He was a good man.
well, he was he was part of my class when I was in
Right.
when I say
Well,
class, I
God,
meant
Andy, I am still a huge fan of yours.
oh, thank
You
you.
were just, you were game changing because, you know,
Yeah.
you were doing things that nobody else was doing, and you were unabashed.
It
You
reminds
were
me.
honest.
Oh,
You know,
thank
you're, all that.
Yeah.
How you were just
You know,
hilarious.
it reminds me of Fred Hemmings. Went on to be a senator here in Hawaii, but he was Hawaii's the world's first a surf champ. He was the
Oh, wow.
world surf champ back when it was basically amateurs. And I said, "Wow, what did you get for that?" And he goes, "I got a bar of wax and a T-shirt." You know what I mean? So when anyone ever says you were groundbreaking, and I'm happy to have been that guy,
Right.
but still, I got a bar of wax and a T-shirt.
Yeah,
you know?
that's right. I know. Yeah, it doesn't necessarily pay off, but you don't need to have a lot of stuff.
No, you don't. You don't.
As long as I can pay my bills,
Yeah.
take care of my kids, have a roof over my head.
Right.
I've just been lucky.
And that's part of the what I call the upside of this whole Rona thing. It helps you appreciate what you do have.
Yes.
Right? When you realize
Right.
the world doesn't end if you can't get a Starbucks cup of coffee or whatever.
No. And I try to teach that to my daughter too, and I think she's, really starting to get it more.
Didn't you
She's
work?
still.
Didn't
Pardon?
you? I was gonna say, didn't you work with your daughter in some shows or something?
We did several solo shows. Well, we did several. I did theater, and she would be in some of the plays.
Oh, okay.
And then she was in one of my solo shows where she was a nonverbal participant.
Okay.
And then most recently we did a show because she's adopted and she had questions about her adoption. So I thought that might be a good way for her to explore her feelings about it. So she actually, at the age of 11, wrote her own material, and then performed what I would be normally doing, different characters. She did all the characters. It was really quite remarkable. She's pretty good, but I don't know if she has the passion for acting. So she's actually studying at UH to be a social worker.
Oh, that's nice.
To help. She wants to help people,
Oh.
which is lovely.
Was it weird? Not weird, but was it difficult when you're working with your daughter to go home and say, "Okay, now we're mother-daughter again, and we're not going to talk about
Well,
this"?
the first show we did together, she was 9, and we were at the Getty Villa doing Greek comedy, and so she was really wonderful in rehearsal, and but she was 9. And so, when we would break for dinner or something and they'd have food there and I'd say, "What do you want?" And she'd say, "I'm getting it myself." She was like wanting to pretend that she was, an independent, like adult, like the rest of us.
That's cute.
She's very serious.
Yeah.
And then when we were doing run-throughs at the end off book, she would be on book at 9. So when people said line, she'd have to read the line really loud to the actors. I was so impressed with her. Then, as we started going into previews, she would like come and talk to me and stuff because she didn't come on until later in the show. And I said, "Look at Penelope. When we start the show, I am not your mother anymore. You cannot talk to me. I need to have time to focus." And she'd be like, "What?" You know, because she's young. But
that's cute, you know. So
one of the stage managers took care of her, made sure she was occupied before the show started.
Oh, so
but literally, I was like, I'm not your mother. You are not my child. Do not talk to me.
Oh, that's funny. She goes, "Oh, so if you're not my mother, let me show you my new tattoo."
Yeah.
Hey! What?
Oh, so mean.
Oh, that's so great. Hey, you know what? I'm gonna let you go. We're way past what I said I would.
Oh
keep
my
you
God!
Yeah, but
this
no.
is so much fun.
Oh,
Andy, I love you.
We could go. You know what? We can do it again once you guys get back to shooting and stuff, and then you'll have some. You know, you can give us the insight on what that's like. But
Okay.
Amy, thank you so much for being here on the Daily
Andy.
Pigeon
This is
Live.
Great.
Oh,
so you'll go away. I don't have to touch anything or do anything.
Well, let me see. You know, sometimes that works, sometimes it doesn't. But you know what? Again, on behalf of the Hamajang Gang and everyone here on the Daily Pigeon Live, mahalo, Amy.
Mahalo back.
Okay, bye now.
Bye.
Wow, there we go. Bip, boom, bam. Oh, that went pretty good, don't you think, gang? Oh my goodness, she's such a nice person, and you know, we'll have her back, guaranteed. I'm bringing the music back up here a little. Oh Oh, thanks, Amy. You're great. Thanks, Amy. Big mahalo, Amy. She'll be watching this in the rerun, she'll definitely see these. I want everybody to get a chance to thank her for that. Wow, my God. Mahalo, Amy. You're awesome. Mahalo, Amy. So happy you could be here. Yeah, isn't that nice? And we, again, definitely will have her back. We could have, just gone on and on. Yeah, thank you, Gil. It was awesome, wasn't it? Ooh, so awesome. Look, all the awesomes. Awesome. Oh, that was a fun interview. She's such a nice person. When we were on the, when I met her the first time, I was doing that show, in the car, and I interviewed her in L.A. I set up a car there, and we were driving through. And, she had me laughing in the car. I was like, just hold on, I gotta drive. So anyway, you know what, guys? Let's take a little break right here. I have a little video. It's kind of a best of the Holo Holo because, people have been missing that. And there's a little reggae music underneath it. So I'll ride the volume and make sure it doesn't blow anybody away. Hold on, where is it? Oh no. Okay, here we go. Okay, so this is about 5 minutes long. I'm gonna put a sign that says intermission for the other platforms that know we don't do the Four Turtles. So this is a combination of Four Turtles and Holo Holo. Here we go.
From the #1 station, this is a story about love. A love story. Music is love, and love is music. Yeah. Sing the song, brother, sing the song. Sing the song, you could never be wrong. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Treasure from the tree, right from the tree. My body ain't confused no more.
you was a crime, then I know I'd be in prison long time. Cause I love you so, and I want the whole wide world to know. Out of sight, down the might is our tell you. Whoa. Be good, baby, be good. Be good like you know you should.
We're rocking it together.
Do good and good will follow you.
A pleasure so supreme, so supreme. My body ain't confused no more.
Tell you about it.
I love it when I'm high, see the spark while singing.
From the sound that leads away.
Been waiting for a sign.
Hear what my brother say. Each and every day.
Now I'm dancing to your vibe.
Music is sweet for your dancing feet. So get up and move your feet. Let love shine bright along the way. Let love shine in your heart each and every day. I did this Al Capone and Alex say. Tell you.
We're losing it together. And chanting wherever on the sea.
Do you hear that?
I know I wanna tell you,
Sing the song you could never be wrong.
fire burning in you make me wanna sing.
Sing the song, brother.
Been waiting for a sign.
Out the light, baby.
I'm dancing to your
Out the
vibe.
light to make it right. Flash it from the top to the very last drop, you know. Don't leave no stones unturned. The more you live is the more you learn. Woo! Till live the life you love. In love the life you live. Cause music is mine to give. Live and let others live. And your days may be longer upon this land. Till it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Music is sweet for your dancing feet. So get up and move your feet. Let love shine bright along the way. Let love shine in your heart each and every day.
Whoo, there you go, gangy. Oh, hey, let's all help Taz wake up. Come on, brother, you gotta wake up. Time for end the show here. Okay, let's go back to the chat window and see what's up there. Hold on. And how's it? Hey, awesome. Holo, holo, Andy. Mahalo, Wild Willing. Glad you liked it. And, you know, trying something different. Always gotta improve things as best we can. Ooh, love the foot turtles. Oh, there we go. Wait, hold on. I miss you. Thank you, Susan R. Yeah, that's one of the first ones I shot there, that beach scene. Hey, Andy, is that a Tori Richards shirt? Yes, in fact, this is a Tori Richards shirt. I always got to check the label now because of Tegan when I'm ironing. But there we go. Hey, mahalo, Luis. Appreciate it. And again, thanks to all the people on Facebook, on YouTube, and on Twitch. And, you know, and for the new followers on Instagram, what I've been doing, gang, is I've been taking clips of our live show here, and taking a minute clip and posting it up on Instagram. People seem to be liking it. See if we can get some new peoples over here. Oh, I miss Bob Marley and the Wailers. Oh, I love reggae. Andy, when you schedule Jeff, day after Steven. Yes, I think so. He has not confirmed yet, but tentatively we have. I think it's the Sunday the 13th. You know what? See, email me here, right? And what I'll do is I will send you the schedule, and you can be the schedule keeper. If you want to, I get it, but you can email me, and then maybe we can coordinate or something. I'm not good at that. Hey, I was an extra on Friends. Oh, score! Look at this right there. That's exactly what I said. Score. Yeah. Hey, just got here. Aloha, everyone. Oh, Lono, you missed the interview with Amy Hill. Yeah, there we go. And we just did a reggae holo holo / Four Turtles. We went combine them this time. Hey, I don't mind. Hey, I don't mind. I will email you. Okay, see, thank you so much. Okay, aloha, Andy and everyone. Another great show. See everyone tomorrow. Oh, that'd be nice. Hold on, I'm trying to bring this. I don't know why sometimes this thing no. Oh. Come on, you bugger. You can do it. Hold on. Wait a minute. I don't know why. It's this weird, this thing. Let me try again. Hold on. Trying to. Oh, I know it. Duh. It was in between songs. Okay. Hey, I'll check it on the replay. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. There you go. I will check it on the replay. Yeah, Lona, that would be cool. Yeah, she was good fun. He woke up late, and for start, gonna do the rerun. Yeah, and by the way, on the Twitch side, it ends up on the bottom there. I set it up so that now the shows are there for a little while. When we reach affiliate status, they'll be there longer, but I think they're there for now for, I don't know, at least a few days. Hey, Andy, how do you know the reggae song in the holo holo? How do you know? There are plenty of people wondering. I have a music service. It's called, I forget what it's called, Art List or something. And I just listen to a bunch of random songs. And then when I feel one that looks like it'll work, I use it. I like all kind of music, but it's the feel of it. And reggae it works well with driving, I've used reggae a lot. You probably noticed that. Yeah. Okay. Oh, found the Instagram and I'm following. Oh, thank you, Susan. Appreciate it. Okay. Ahui ho, gang. Good night. That's from Steve Danielson. Hey. Oh, this is so awesome. I'm glad you liking it. On the Facebook side, on the YouTube side, on the Twitch side. The Hammer Jang Gang is expanding, migrating out there. Pretty soon, everyone gonna use the secret handshake. That's right. I accidentally hit the keyboard. You heard that dink? Yeah, but it worked perfect. Happy accident. That's what we are right here, gang. Happy accident. Oh, music is life. Aloha no. Yeah. How's it, Marilyn McQueen? Oh. Okay. Oop. Night, Mike McKegg. There we go. Hui ho, Steve Danielson. Night, brother Bruce. Okay, good night from Sullivan County, New York. Wow. It's 11 Pama, or it's probably 11 a.m. Yeah, sorry about that. That's why we wrap it up just about this time. Yeah, we're right on the time, right on time. Okay, gang, you know what? I'm gonna play the song, and mahalo for watching one more time. Andy, What the secret handshake? Oh, here. So the short version is, and what it is, it's the dolphin, huh? When we release the dolphin. So when you see another hamajang, you just go, hey, how's that? I don't know. Okay, gang. Let me turn this music off over here, and we'll play. Let me go back to the main window. Beep. Things working pretty good today. Don't want to jinx it. We still have 20 seconds to go. You never know. Here we go. And 7, 5.
Hey, how's it and welcome to the Daily Pigeon Show. It's the place to be to let the pigeon flow. The Daily Pigeon Show with Andy Bumatay. Mahalo nui loa to you for stopping by.
There you go, gang. Thanks so much for tuning in to the Daily Pigeon Live, no matter what platform you're doing it on. A special thank you to Amy Hill for cutting us a little time in her busy schedule, and good luck on the new season of Magnum PI. And, gang, I'll spuck you later.